Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Using his feet to buy time. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, you got to know is like when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Caught behind the line. It's Connors. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, you got to lock in.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Gators will hustle to the line. Using his legs, it's ball. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football in this defense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior. But you do a nice job in the pocket, you get through your progression, it's not open, you take off and run.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The run from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Houston going up tempo. The give to the back. Across the 45. Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cougars. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Looking down the middle, working that left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Card in the backfield. It's Connors. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Look out, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators are marching down the field. Gonna run it. It's ball. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Flagway. Floating away. Smashes through the tackle. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's Connors. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Houston wants to play fast. To the air on first down. Still looking, on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Grab near the sticks, it's Lagway. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
And he makes the extra point. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Caught close to the marker. It's Lagway. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Cougars in the hurry-up. try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively, you're hoping to get something going. But after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Fires left. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the air, it's Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy...
There he goes. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On the run, it's Connors. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Houston going up tempo. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Broussard. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Touch pass on the run. Finds some fresh air. Powers through the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Sanford. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Really nice Nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Ball.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Back to pass on second down. Gonna try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll go to the sneak. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And he nails it from 38 yards out for the game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.